Why do women gain weight around the abdomen? For many women, belly fat is an unfortunate reality. Unfortunate in that it can lead to more serious issues, including diabetes and even a heart attack. Belly fat can increase over the years and is nothing to joke around about. In this gallery, you'll find some of the leading causes of belly fat, as well as symptoms and how to reduce it. What's behind belly fat? Belly fat is especially troublesome since it is in the layer of padding below the skin, subcutaneous fat, and includes visceral fat, or those that lie deeper in the abdomen and surround internal organs. What's behind belly fat? A person's weight predominantly depends on 4 factors: how many calories they intake each day, how many calories they burn daily, age, and genetics. Increased risk of high blood pressure. Having a significant amount of belly fat can cause you to be at risk of high blood pressure. High blood pressure means the heart needs to work harder to pump blood to your body. Increased risk of an unhealthy amount of fat in the blood belly. Fat can mean an increased risk of unhealthy fat in your blood. If fat builds up in your vessels, it can actually plug up arteries and restrict blood flow. Too much blockage and a heart attack might occur. Increased risk of sleep apnea. According to the Sleep Foundation, increased abdominal girth from excess fat can compress a person's chest wall, decreasing lung volume. This reduced lung capacity diminishes airflow. All of this can make it more challenging to sleep. Increased risk of heart disease. Numerous studies have shown that people who carry excess weight in the abdominal region are more likely to have health problems, including heart disease. Increased risk of high blood sugar and diabetes. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, abdominal obesity can, on average, increase the risk of type 2 diabetes more than 2-fold. Increased risk of certain cancers. There is research that shows that having an obese waistline can actually increase your likelihood of certain cancers, like colorectal, pancreatic, breast, after menopause, and uterine cancers. Increased risk of stroke. In women particularly, studies show that abdominal obesity is associated with an increased risk of ischemic stroke. Increased risk of fatty liver. The NIH concluded that fat infiltration of the liver is well correlated with the amount of abdominal fat. It's essential to maintain a healthy weight and limit fat intake. Increased risk of early death from any cause. According to Harvard Health, there is a higher risk of death associated with the more fat a person has in their abdomen. This centrally located fat is sometimes called having an apple shape. Causes of abdomen weight gain in women: menopause and estrogen decline. As menopause approaches, estrogen levels start dropping. Estrogen is a hormone that helps regulate fat distribution. As levels decline, fats tend to gather in the abdomen versus places like the hips and thighs. Menopause and estrogen decline. In postmenopausal women, 15 to 20% of total body weight is belly fat, while for premenopausal women it's about 5 to 8%. Stress and cortisol. Stress is a large contributing factor. As the body becomes stressed, it produces cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that encourages fat in the abdominal areas, amongst other things. Stress and cortisol. The increase in cortisol means it's easier for women to gain and unfortunately retain that fat in the belly area. Stress management is a huge component of any plan to help manage your weight. Insulin resistance. Blood sugar levels are regulated in part by the hormone known as insulin. If your body becomes insulin resistant, then it will start storing fat, predominantly around the abdomen area. Insulin resistance. Insulin resistance can happen due to several factors, including poor diet, limited exercise, or genetic makeup. It's important to be very careful, as insulin resistance can lead to type 2 diabetes and is more common in women as they age. Diet high in sugars and refined carbs. Diets that are high in sugars and refined carbs are no good. They can contribute to resistance to insulin as well as weight gain. Lack of physical activity. If you are someone who doesn't work out often or doesn't get enough physical activity, then this can contribute to weight gain in the abdomen. Poor sleep habits. Sleep is an important factor when it comes to one's health and managing weight. If you aren't sleeping enough or you're sleeping irregularly, then it can have a negative impact. Measuring your abdomen. To see if the extra fat in your abdomen might be concerning, measure it. Using a measuring tape, stand and put the tape around your bare stomach slightly above your hip bone. You'll then pull the tape measure until it's snug, relax, exhale, and finally measure your waist without sucking in your stomach. Measuring your abdomen. Women should be concerned if the waist measures more than 35 inches, 89 centimeters. In general, as the measurement of your waist increases, so do the associated risks. Trimming the fat. Get active. The United States Department of Health and Human Services recommends that most healthy humans engage in moderate aerobic activities for at least 150 minutes a week, or vigorous aerobic activities for 75 minutes a week. Choose portions wisely. It's important in general, and especially when looking to trim abdomen weight, to choose portion sizes wisely. Try to eat at home more often than not. If you do eat out, consider sharing a meal with someone, or save half for later. Replace sugary drinks. Sugary drinks are not good for your health and can contribute to weight gain. Be sure to make smart choices, such as drinking water. FAQ. What is one thing I can do to lose belly fat? While there are many ideas to help with the loss of belly fat, a major one is to sit less and move around more often. If you work sitting down, consider setting a timer each hour to get up and move a little. Trimming the fat, get active. Sources: NIH, Harvard Health, Times of India, Mayo Clinic, American Family Physician, Sleep Foundation. See also, can we finally control where our body stores fat?